Y'all, at midnight, Melody Shari Rogers released her statement stating that she would no longer be on Love and Marriage Huntsville. After 9 seasons of sharing her life with us, she has decided to part ways with the show.
The departure of Melody Shari from Marriage and Love, let's face it, nobody anticipated Huntsville's shock to the entire fan base. She was more than just a member of the cast, she was the show's soulmate, and the one who kept things honest. Now that she's gone, she's gone. After she left, the drama continued. The man who had attempted to destroy her now had to deal with life without her. While some claim Martell was caught off guard, others believe he anticipated it but chose not to believe it. In any case, his response wasn't subdued. To put it another way, Melody Shari was the real deal on Love and Marriage Huntsville, not just another cast member. She completely dominated the attention from the beginning. Despite everything around her collapsing, she was admired by her fans for her strength and ability to rise above the chaos. She was the center of the show and more than just its face. But behind the scenes, Melody was going through some really difficult times, even though everyone saw her as a self-assured, prosperous mother and businesswoman. Even after their divorce, Martell Holt seemed determined to make her life a living hell. The drama with him was constant. He tried to incite conflict every season by questioning her parenting, spreading rumors, and attempting to turn the other cast members against her. Martell wasn't the only one causing trouble. It was also evident that many of her co-stars weren't exactly her biggest supporters. You could see the alliances forming. It seemed as though the producers were focused on the mayhem surrounding Melody because it made for good television, and the tension persisted even when the cameras weren't rolling. Did they put her in these predicaments merely to add to the drama? Despite everything that was going on, Melody continued to focus on her music, her businesses, and being the best mother she could be. She was clearly beginning to lose it, though, as the incessant criticism, betrayal, and never-ending arguments were wearing her down. Over the past few seasons, her energy has changed, as fans have noticed. She looked more and more checked out after being so engrossed in the show. Melody didn't suddenly decide to leave. In hindsight, it's evident that her departure had been simmering for some time. No one believed she would truly leave, especially not in this manner, despite the signs being there for years. It felt like Martell was getting away with it this time. Rather than facing repercussions, he was still given a platform to tamper with Melody's life, despite the rumors of some serious behind-the-scenes drama that had been circulating for months. The cast dynamics were also changing. Melody was increasingly feeling alone and had fewer people she could rely on. Then there is the network. Melody's private life was a goldmine for ratings, and reality TV thrives on drama. There's so much going on. But was she being forced to remain in toxic situations where the producers imposed storylines that prevented her from finding any peace? Being surrounded by negativity all the time makes you question whether it's still worth it. What, though, actually caused her to leave? Something significant that left her feeling helpless had to be the tipping point. Was it a power struggle behind the scenes? Another betrayal from a co-star? Or did Martell contribute to her dismissal? Melody wasn't simply quitting a TV show, she was making a statement. That much is clear. As shocking as her departure is, the real question now is what she will do next. She said she was done playing a role that didn't serve her anymore, being the focus of someone else's drama, and being manipulated. Martell reacted very subduedly at first when Melody revealed she was leaving Love and Marriage Huntsville. Anyone who knows Martell knows that when he maintains his composure, there's usually something going on underneath, and it didn't take long for the mask to come off. The man who had spent years making Melody's life difficult suddenly seemed unconcerned. He pretended that it didn't bother him, that her leaving was no big deal. Melody was the focal point of Martell's entire plot, which was based on their relationship and included their marriage, divorce, and post-breakup arguments. What did he have without Melody? His public persona was in ruins, his business endeavors had suffered, and he was no longer the prosperous father and husband he had presented himself as. Did he worry about what Melody's departure meant for him, or was he truly upset about it? Consider whether the show would continue to air without Melody, and more significantly, whether Martell would still be relevant. In actuality, he spent a significant amount of his screen time arguing with Melody and their tense co-parenting. He was able to gain airtime by being animated in their back and forth arguments and persistently trying to change the past. Now that Melody was gone, what remained? He would argue with whom? Who would confront him when he misrepresented the facts? Not only was Martell losing his ex-wife from the show, but he was also losing his plot, his narrative control, and the person who brought the most attention to his behavior. This was what really got to Martell. Martell's actions changed as soon as he realized Melody was leaving. He began to make more appearances and make fun of Melody. Despite his constant mention of her, he gave the impression that he was unconcerned. Then the real question arose. What was Martell's function on the show in Melody's absence? Would he be able to stand alone or end up being merely a supporting character? Everything changed the moment Melody left. Melody was the show's star, the one who kept viewers interested, the one with whom fans identified, and the one whose life provided the most genuine, unvarnished moments for the program. Her departure meant that the entire dynamic had to change, which presented a huge challenge for the producers. The question that now arises is, who will replace her? This could be their chance to shine, according to some cast members like Letitia and Kimmy. They have consistently taken a back seat to the main conflicts on the show, but Melody gone creates a power vacuum. Will they take the stage and attempt to lead the show? And if so, will they be able to replace Melody? Next is Martell, who is likely thinking that this is his opportunity to take over the show now that Melody is gone. But the issue is that his plot has always been connected to Melody. Does he actually have enough without her to support his own story? People who are desperate may do crazy things, and if Martell begins to struggle for attention, we might see him attempting to create drama in novel ways. Not to be overlooked is the larger question. Will LAMH even be able to continue without Melody? Because of her strength, presence, and life story, the show expanded. The producers are faced with a significant challenge now that she is gone. How can they maintain audience interest? Whether you like her or not, one thing is certain. Marriage and Love, Huntsville would not be the same without Melody Shari. We believed we had everything worked out, but a massive leak completely upended our plans. Melody's departure was unexpected in the first place, but it appears that she may not have done so alone. What actually occurred behind the scenes, as a leaked conversation indicates, she was pushed out rather than simply leaving. Melody was reportedly feeling very alone for months due to the drama with Martell, and it's obvious that she was under a lot of pressure given the cast's shifting alliances and potential producer meddling. However, the fact that this leak suggests that she may have been ejected alters the rules. Was this an attempt by the producers to make a change? When their biggest stars feel they are receiving too much power, some reality shows have been known to fire them. Let's face it, Melody wasn't just another cast member. She was the focal point of the program. Her immense influence may have caused issues for the higher-ups. And then there's Martell. Was he involved in any of this? Recall that he has been attempting to manipulate Melody for years, both during and after their divorce. Was he planning this? Is it possible that he was trying to discredit her in order to gain attention behind the scenes, making matters worse? Some cast members may have also been involved, according to rumors. Some fans believe Melody has been absent for some time, and this leak confirms their theories. All of the betrayal, manipulation, and covert agendas are beginning to surface. While the Melody may be gone, the true story is only beginning. With her gone, Huntsville's marriage and love are experiencing a severe identity crisis. Will it even be able to function without its largest star? Since Melody provided the nuance, power, and genuineness that captivated viewers, will the show still feel the same without her? Then there's Martell, who may believe that this is his opportunity to assert dominance, but in all honesty, he might have just lost the main drawing card. His entire plot was centered on Melody. What would he accomplish without her? While Kimmy and Letitia may attempt to step up, are they truly capable of carrying the show? Fans are already arguing over whether this show can continue without Melody, and let's just say that there are differing views everywhere. Is Melody truly gone for good? That is the most important question, though. She might make a dramatic return if her departure wasn't truly her choice, and if she does, you can be sure it won't be quiet. However, Martell's response speaks for itself. He may be acting as though it's not a big deal, but he knows deep down that his time on the show may be coming to an end without Melody. Supporters have been voicing their opinions about this. One person wrote, "No Melody, no show, simple as that." They really made an effort to eject her. Another one was added, "Whoa, I finished this show." A third party asserted that Martell believed he had won, but observe how quickly this backfires on him. So, what are your thoughts? Was Melody forced to leave, or did she really choose to do so? Will the show be able to continue without her? For all the newest celebrity tea, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments section.